Hi, real women of Philadelphia. How are you? It's Easter in my home today. I'm in a bit of a hurry, but I'd love you to come in and watch the dessert that I'm making. Come on in. Nice to see you again. I am making a wonderful special surprise today, and I'm using puff pastry. And it is shaped like the sun. And so I've spread out one package of puff pastry, and now I'm going to move it onto put it onto my baking sheet so it's easier for me to shape. So I'm just going to peel it off. It's very easy. I had some flour on the base. You don't need any oil for the puff pastry, because puff pastry has a lot of butter. I'm just going to move it up here so you can see me better. And so basically I'm trying to get a circle, and you'll see why. So I'm going to use a bowl, a big pasta bowl, and I'm going to take the back of a knife and I'm just going to score around the bowl. So this is going to be the circumference of where the pudding and all the fruit is going to go into. So I'm going to take that knife now and I'm going to score about every 2 inches, using my fingers as guidance, around this circle. And this is such a pretty design. The last time I made this the size of this baking sheet. And then I was in a big panic because I didn't have enough fruit to go around this big, huge dessert, as well as I didn't have anything to serve it on to bring it over to the hostess house. So I had to find some Christmas wrapping paper that was in foil, and so that it wouldn't absorb into the dessert. And I wrapped this baking sheet in it and brought it to the guests. Well, it was a hit, but I will never make it that big again because that was just crazy. Anyways, I'm going to remove the bowl. Now I'm going to dock the pastry, and that means just piercing the pastry. And when you pierce the pastry, it doesn't grow as tall as the other sides that are not pierced. So I don't want the center to grow really big. So I'm docking it everywhere. And now I'm going to take 1 egg that's been beaten with some water, and I'm going to egg wash all around the little flower or the sun's petals. And you'll see when I make this design, it's really pretty, really simple. Whoops, spilled some egg. Let me just clean that up. And now I'm going to take, starting on whichever end you like, you take 1 point, coming closer to have a good look. So the egg wash is on the pastry. You just take one edge and you pinch it over. One edge and pinch it over all the way around this circle. This could be a sunflower. It could be whatever theme you decide to make it. It could be the sun, or it could just be a flower. And look at all the points. These are going to rise in the oven and be so delicious. This is the dessert itself, just this one edge. And as you can see, it wasn't perfect to begin with. And once you fold them all over, they just look beautiful. Now I'm going to egg wash that again. Because I'm going to put some pearlized sugar on these edges so that they look really pretty. Okay, you can see how quick that is. Just put a little bit more. Now I'm going to take the pearlized sugar. You can buy this in any bulk food store or any bakery. I've seen this all over, and it's just coarser sugar. And it just makes that little petal of this flower just so much more appealing. And it looks so professional when you've done it. And it only needs to go on the petals because the inside is going to have pudding, custard with Philly, of course, and lots of fruit. And of course, every time I tell someone, they think, oh, Philly, it's cheese, it's going to be fattening. Light Philly cream cheese is very low in fat, and it has protein and calcium, so how good can that be? Anyways, I'm going to pop it in the oven, and we'll be back when this is golden. All right, we'll see you back soon. I'm back. Look at my beautiful ray of sunshine. Isn't it gorgeous? Browned nicely in the oven. I'm just going to make the filling for it. So inside my little mini food processor, I'm going to put half a package of Philly cheese. I have 2 little containers of pudding snacks in here as well. You can pick whichever flavor you like. I have butterscotch in here. I'm just going to mix it up. I'm going to push it down a little bit more. And this is room temperature so that it mixes up easier. So it's done. I'm just going to pop out the blade. And look at this beautiful creamy mixture. I'm just going to pop it into the middle. If you're transporting it, just don't put that much. That way your inside filling doesn't go everywhere. But they're coming to my house today, so I can fill this up as much as I want because it's not going anywhere. And who doesn't like all this wonderful filling? So I've got my offset spatula. Again, that's a spatula with a 90-degree angle. And I'm just spreading it around. And now I'm going to top it with whatever fruit that is in season. I'm going to take the big ripe strawberries and place them around the edges. And that way everyone gets a nice big piece of fruit. Whoop, put that one sideways. That's okay. And I've got just enough to go around. That's fabulous. I'm going to put the grapes, green grapes in, and I want them either sideways or the ends down. So that way you don't see the other end from where the grapes came from, the stem. And just place them all around. And these are all clean and washed. The strawberries have been hulled, and that means to take off the green stem of the strawberry. And I do that with a knife. They do make fancy gadgets, but I prefer to not have the extra gadgets. I have so many in the house. Almost done, and I'm going to one little strand still here, and I'm just going to go all the way around into a double layer. A few more, and I'm just going to put in the center of that washed and drained blueberries. Now I've got a little bit more space, so I'm going to fill it up with the grapes, and you can push them right down if you want them to be a certain height. Now I have apple jelly that I warmed up in the microwave, and I'm just going to dot it around all the fruit, make it nice and shiny. And I like apple jelly when I have different colored fruits, because that way all the fruits get shiny and they retain the color of what they are, as opposed to a different, like red jelly, and everything gets red. This looks much more professional. And this is hot. I don't know if you can see the steam coming from the bowl. But again, as I said, I like to have this on hot because I like the fact that it macerates the fruit. So it starts to actually let their own fruit juices come out. Ooh, I lost a little blueberry. I'm going to put it back in this. Get back in there. And that's it. And if you'll come close, you can see the wonderful sugar around each little edge, and look how beautiful that looks. Isn't that a great spring treat for any time? But we're going to have it for Easter. So have happy holidays, and hello to all the Canadian women across Canada. Bye.